Hi everybody, welcome to the Universalis, Europa Universalis.
We're off to a strong start, alright.
The EU4 gameplay thing with me and Ian.
Step one is learn how to say it, and then that's as far as we're gonna get, I think.
We're trying, like, it's kind of like a new network, just trying out a bunch of different pilots and seeing what sticks on our second channel right now, and for this one we're trying to do kind of like a podcast sort of thing. We have 1 hour, like hard 1 hour, for me and Ian to play a game we've never played before. We just did the tutorial, but I don't really feel that much more equipped to do it.
Kyle did the tutorial. I watched him do parts of the tutorial while I'm looking at the wrong parts of the screen usually.
And the point is, we're going to be making a video of this, as you know, either because we've mentioned it or because we've made it, depending on when this has come up. And we're just going to try to play it as good as we can within an hour and come up with funny things for the video before the hour is over. And that's it. This is probably a terrible game to try this on for the first time.
Well, either that or the best one. I mean, you'll not get anything about the game, but I think will probably be entertaining to just flip around.
So the benefit is I have some ideas of the story structure, at least, which I'll get into as we start playing it. But the point of this is to try to come up with, like, some things to flesh it out with. So let's just jump in, I guess, because limited time.
Single player.
Single player.
My main concern is that I won't understand the plot since I never watched Europa Universalis 1 through 3. It's really Europa Multiversalis, right? Like...
Well, my understanding is it's very similar to Civ, except they've taken a more realistic, like historically accurate approach to it, which, from my brief experience watching other people play it, means it's more boring.
Well, yeah.
Let's see. Is there? I would like to play as Venice if it's an option. Brandenburg, Gulf of Gabes. I don't know, Sweden might be a fun.
Muscovy. So these are all real places, but not like really real places. These are all places like that
Poland.
Didn't make the cut. And Poland.
So we have a historical start up here. We have Rise of the Ottomans and Fall of Byzantium as options, which actually leads into some of the characters I've picked out to be in our video. Cool. So if we pick different ones, do we get different country?
Kingdoms of the East? No, not Kingdoms of the East. I don't know anything about any of those places.
New World, I assume, is...
It's
Spain.
Spain. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess they start there.
The First Nation. So we have different country options depending on where we start, which is cool. So this is very early. Aztec, even.
What is the War of the League of the Cambrai?
Does any of that mean anything to you? You actually have some historical knowledge.
So when we clicked Kingdoms of the East, we went east. So that's about,
This one has Venice as an option.
So let's do that. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. My historical knowledge actually stops at about 480. Then you have to get to Rachel. Rachel knows everything past 480.
We have the Ottoman Empire here, so that's good.
Right.
Apparently, Ottomans and Byzantium were the same thing, just different periods of time.
Well, they were all... So it's Turkey, right? Like...
Okay.
When there was actually a vote at one point whether or not Turkey wanted to remain a country called the Ottoman Empire or call themselves Turkey instead, and they voted Turkey. Or the Holy Roman Empire? I forget exactly. It's Turkish politics.
Holy Roman Empire is apparently a group you can play as in this one also.
Right.
The not holy, not Roman, and not an empire, Holy Roman Empire.
Right. But it came from all three of those things.
All right, the Serene Republic of Venice, 1508 is where we're starting.
Europe on the verge of war. Oh no, the Age of Discovery. That's much less interesting.
Yet it is reeling from the shock of the failed Crusade of Varna, as well as the threat of the Ottoman Empire to the east. So that's good, but that's a character that we need.
Right.
The Treaty of Tours have left Western Europe.
Why do we start off losing?
Uneasy truce.
Can we start off winning instead? I don't think this is a fair start.
Yeah, so this is the weird thing. So it's not. So we have Civ just creates this weird like alternate universe where it can exist on any kind of landmass. There's no historical accuracy at all. You're just picking a flavor basically, and then you build up your civilization from scratch. This one actually throws you into the middle of a conflict and forces you to play a certain role. I think is what it is.
Yeah, it gives you a context and say, hey, what can you do?
Right.
Which is like how life works. Which is also why I don't play my life instead of video games.
In the north. The Kalmar Union remains in place despite the disposition of its Pomeranian.
Yes.
King. That is definitely a dog.
Actually, Pomeranian only has one M.
Nope, that's a dog. That's a dog with a crown. As well as dissident Swedish and Danish nobles.
All Pomeranians think they're kings.
The Russian states are barely starting to feel free of the Tatar yoke.
Tatter.
I'm going to say
Tatter.
The Golden Horde continues to fracture ever since its crushing defeat at the hands of...
It's not really a horde anymore, then, is it? It's really just actually the Golden Horsemen. Or the horses.
Are all hordes on horses? Is that a requirement for being a horde?
Yes. I think otherwise you're just smelly.
As the High Renaissance approaches, Italy and Germany refrain fraught by the constant friction between the emperor and the many autonomous princes. Cool. All right, and here comes Scrappy Venice, I guess, and we're gonna buy out the world. I think that's how this works.
Yeah.
It seems to have started. I don't know what to do.
I think we should. So, let's see. Let's declare war. Actually, it's very difficult to do that. I think so.
Okay, so where is Venice actually on
Gulf
this
of
map?
Venice.
I don't even know.
So Venice is all this place up here. It's this blue stuff.
Okay, so this is all Venice. We have a big
It's
okay.
an empire.
Okay.
Venice actually was historically a very, very important people group.
So this is actually Venice, the island here.
Venezia. That's right.
So we have money, which is called something. They have a word for money here. I forget what it is. They have their own weird.
It's monies, right? We're gonna say monies.
We're gonna say monies for now, but they have their own kind of word, and we'll figure out what
That's well, they were using ducats before.
ducats. That's what it is.
Yeah, it makes sense. That was a popular.
We have manpower, which is sort of like our production.
Okay.
Sailors.
Not
Which is
manpower.
just its own thing.
Stability,
which starts at 0. Similarly, corruption is also 0.
That's a good
Presumably, we want that to stay high or low or
Well, it depends on which side we're on.
yeah.
Prestige, high as possible, no matter what.
Republic. So I did see this difference in one of the gameplay videos I was watching because you have either Republican tradition or legitimacy, which is
sure.
If you're
do you vote or do you or is it hereditary?
right, yeah.
It's the Republic of Venice.
And then power projection, which I think we just want that to go as high as possible because that's what makes people
That's
treat
like
us seriously.
That's your army number, right?
That's our we demand to be taken seriously. Number.
Can we army better than you can army?
Yeah.
Our army number is bigger.
Let's see. Age of Discovery, 10th of December 1508. All right.
All right.
This is where we're starting.
In Fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
So what do we want to take over the world? What is the objective here?
I think we want to take over this menu to start with. Like, just what happens if you click this fire?
This is a terrifying menu.
Country is at war. Well,
are we currently at?
Country is at war. France and Austria.
Okay, good to know. Important information.
We have a free advisor slot. I suggest Matlock.
So we're supposed to have a leader. Actually, that's a good point. We have a leader. Our leader can die, and this one to be replaced by somebody else.
It's always gonna be Matlock, right?
Yes, as far as I'm concerned. We currently have Doge Leonardo Leonardo.
This is actually. This guy tried to say Leonardo twice and didn't. Leonardo Loredano. Did you just flip 2 syllables? No.
Allison brought me food. Thank you, Allison. So that's our dude. So this, I don't know what so military skill, diplomatic skill, and administrative skill. Those are the 3. So I've heard people talk about they call them 666 immortals because they have maxed out like 6 is the highest you can get in each of these. So if you had 6 in all of them, you would essentially be like an immortal god king. You would be a civ leader, basically.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to use that in some way, I think, because the main. So what I have going for.
Man, we're 72.
72.
Yeah, we are die.
72. Yeah, no,
we're gonna die like right now. We're not gonna make it to 1512.
So, the main point of this whole thing is to try to figure out our video. So apologies to anybody who actually wants us to watch us play the game.
That's not happening. Yeah.
We'll do a separate thing for that.
I'm just rapidly taking a hold of as many things as I can and ripping them apart.
Right. This is more like we research and write a sketch real fast, the series, more than actually a gameplay series. So, this is also probably we make everyone mad who's ever played this game, the series.
I think there's some sympathy here. I think like everybody had to do this at least once, right?
That's true, and probably in longer amounts of time.
So my initial thought just on the idea of like, so we have a story structure that you have worked out, right?
Right.
I thought so. If you want to tell me what you have so far.
So, what I started with is we have the 3 Civ players. We're gonna have Theodore Roosevelt, Cleopatra, and Trajan in the conference room already. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have a group from EU come in because they've double booked the conference room. And so basically you're going to have both groups trying to deal with their own separate world government issues and then butting in on each other's with suggestions that aren't applicable to each other because the games don't match.
Yeah, okay, that works.
In the EU group, you're going to have Dandolo, Matlock, defected to the EU group. And he'll be like the full like 666, like he'll be like the god king of this world because he just
won't be a civ leader is
right, yeah,
and god king.
Apparently, I asked like what leaders. I asked in the Discord what leaders are like the best, like or not the best so much, but like which ones are the memeiest kind of like which ones do people remember
prominent.
And they said the Ottomans and the Byzantine Empire. So what I decided is what we need to do is hire actors who look kind of like Joey and Sharmita and have them play alternate universe versions of the previous characters using pieces of the same costumes, but like really serious like Game of Thrones character versions of them.
feel like this is going to get real racist real fast. Well, not any more than Joey
Why
already
would
was.
it get racist? Yeah. Joey, no, Joey wasn't racist. He was doing an accent of a thing that doesn't exist anymore. That absolves us, right? That's how that works.
I'm not going to ask anybody about it. I'm happy thinking that that's the case.
So basically, the conflict is going to be, as usual, Matlock. It's not actually going to be like...
So I have an idea for this already.
Okay.
I think the clear thing is, so Matlock defects, he's a God King, and now he's won, finally, at last. That's never happened before. And so with his immortal, undying power, his first thing is, how do I do anything? Because he's never had to do anything before.
Okay, that's not a bad idea, yeah. That's a good that's actually why the Kerbal Space Program videos worked, I think, is because they were about us not knowing how to play the game, so it became a lot easier.
But I think it's very natural. Also, that he can play that off perfectly, though.
You're right, yeah. Pretending that he's
super
in the know.
Serious, like just talking with it's like the in English please Jack and Chris video.
Okay,
He's like, yes, but no, like
right. No, I think that's good, and he's showing off for the other three basically, who also don't know who he is because he's never met these people before.
Right,
because these are Civ 6 leaders.
Shows up. Oh yeah, right. But like, so yeah, I have finally attained my immortal victory, and now I would like to do anything. I would like to check a report, any report. I would like to. I'm actually still stuck on the title screen.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our start. Also, we have Joey playing Theodore Roosevelt also, so we can do some kind of meta joke there when not Suleiman comes in.
Right.
Okay. So knowing that going forward, one thing I'm noticing about this game is Civ was actually really. It was a little bit confusing, but I feel like it had some amount of intuitive goal in mind. Like you start and it's like, okay, here's your starting point. Now build a civilization, and you. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I believe our goal is we're not trying to achieve. We're trying to exist. Right.
Okay.
Because we started off, we just lost a war. We're in a context, so it seems to me we're already at war starting off.
Right.
I think the idea is we just kind of just like you're born into the world, you just kind of go, and if you get to have an aim later on, that's cool.
So we're at war with France. Can we not be? Is there a way to would that work?
Yeah, so let us try talking to France and saying, "Hey, can we not?" Sue for peace.
There's a sue for peace. Where's the capital of France?
Normally
do they have Andorra in this game?
Well, you notice that Venice is currently taking up most of northern Italy, so
that is true.
It's not exactly it's kind of fluid. I think Andorra is pretty recent. Is that Vatican City? No, that's in France though. I don't know.
I can pick a random
Limousine? Can we I want to sue Limousine for peace.
I have okay, so France is actually selected when we go into diplomacy. It's all of France.
Oh, surprise! They have a King Louis.
What do we have to do?
We can negotiate and we have our entire alliance, win white peace, nobody will lose anything.
Should we just send demand?
Yeah, send demand.
Okay. And then unpause so that we can see if they respond. Rejected our offer. Okay, that's expected.
Right. So we should get advisors. We had advisors.
Okay.
This is an advisor button. That chair. Free advisor
slot.
So click one.
Recruit advisor. What is it? Oh, Herald from Austria.
Entered a military alliance
with our enemy. Who did?
My Serene Doge. The
Palatinate.
The Palatinate. That's.
Palatinate.
Well, that came from Palatine on the Roman Hill Palatine.
Austria also allied with
Memmingen. So this is they took real countries and put them through Google Deep Dream.
And Bavaria.
Right.
Okay, so let's see. Let's recruit an advisor.
It doesn't look like we have a lot of choice. It looks like it's actually just the same guy. He keeps showing up and just saying a different name, but that's clearly the same guy 3 times.
So let's that's almost a video right there, I think. Just somebody applying for advisor and coming in with a different name and resume every time.
Yep.
Okay, so let's say we're playing Venice, right? Let's be rich. That's our goal.
Let's be rich. Yeah, all right, that's cool. Yeah, so that's actually what Venice's actual goal was too.
Right.
So
who can help us get money? Is there anything on here that implies?
Well, so Marco Marulik only costs 3.4 monies, which means he's super cheap. But he was born in Dalmatia, so he's. I'm not sure if he'll get along with the Pomeranian. Stability cost modifier. So these people all this and plus his production efficiency cost modifier. They give us +2 constitutions.
So these three are labeled artist when I hover over them, and this one is labeled natural scientist.
Right, philosopher, or like John D. Natural scientist means not that second word.
Let's see.
So I think we should shell out for the big bucks and go for the one who's clearly not the same guy.
Girolamo
Fracastoro.
Fracastoro. Yeah.
As opposed to Ludovico this almost like Italian.
They all give us +2 administration, is what
There's
that
also
is?
just Giorgione. That's just George. That guy's name is just George. George just showed up and said,
thank you. Perfect.
Marco Marulik is clearly a Marvel character.
Advisor religion Catholic. They're all Catholic. That's not really surprising, I guess. And they're all Venetian, so that's good.
Right,
Alright, I guess we just pick somebody.
I guess pick the cheap one.
What is the monthly cost? Is that or is that a cost? Do we have to pay
0.66 monthly? I mean, well, what's 3.4?
Let's go with the natural scientist. I want the natural scientist.
Okay.
This will cost us an additional per month.
Oh, I see. It's a hiring fee plus a monthly. It's we pay for the mileage.
I see. Okay.
Recruit great person. All right, we can get another one. Let's do another one.
Should we just get a panel?
Hey, that's Shakespeare, but not
a trader. That would be good, right?
a trader.
Trader, yeah.
Right.
Because he would.
Not a trader. We shouldn't hire traders.
No.
But there's a statesman, so maybe he knows how things do.
Statesman, diplomat. Do they switch every time? No. Who's available in the other slot then? The other one we have Grand Captain, Commandant, and Military Engineers. It looks like we have. Oh,
so we basically have
for our
culture, state, and war.
Administrative skill, diplomatic skill, and military skill. They're adding to those.
Cool.
That's what it is. So we have a +2 to this now because we hired this dude.
Girolamo. That guy totally made up an Italian name.
So diplomatic skill. This Bruno dude is dropping the ball because he only gives a +1.
Is he cheaper? He's significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
He's actually half the benefit, but for a quarter the price.
I guess actually we don't have that much, right? We're gonna lose money if we keep doing this.
But it's only on a monthly scale. I don't know how much is a turn. Is it, when we unpause, how much time goes by?
It's not really a turn. I don't think it's turn based. I think it's actually real time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah. So okay, let's just.
How is this more terrifying than open space?
And
I like the last guy with the hair.
The military engineer.
Yeah. He also has fort defense. We probably want something like defense, right? Because we don't actually want to be aggressive. We want to be rich.
Right.
Unless we want to start a military-industrial complex.
All right, there we have advisors. I don't know if we were supposed to buy all the advisors immediately. That might have been a terrible idea.
Well, if we don't have anybody to advise us otherwise, so maybe their first piece of advice is, that was stupid, don't do that again.
We apparently have a truce with Spain currently that will expire at some point.
National decisions available. That's good to know.
Let's make some decisions here.
What is the De Heretico Combordiendo? Oh, no. The heretical...
So no current mission. National decisions, and we also can add policies.
The Protected Shipping Lanes Act. That sounds good for us.
Yeah, I think we already have that one.
Okay, cool. So wait, do we want to improve relations with Ferrari? Like, can we become friends with Ferrari? Solidify our papal relations. I think I'm cool with the Pope right now. I don't think we need to like start broing out.
We did just hire a bunch of Catholics.
We've got representation. And improve our prestige. That sounds like us. We want to improve our prestige, as long as prestige is money.
So we can select missions.
Yeah,
okay.
these are our missions to choose from.
That helps. That gives us something.
Our relations with our neighbors.
Gain 100 administrative power is okay. Sure, why not? Improve our prestige.
We must do what it takes to restore ourselves back to our rightful position. Objectives: have prestige of at least 50. Rewards: gain 100 administrative.
Oh, that's a reward. Okay, so we need to get prestige, which is this.
So it gives us a number to shoot for, and then we
currently at 8.
If we bump that number up to that by the time we get the stuff. Cool.
All right. I don't know how to get it, but
that's Hollywood, baby. How do we get fame? Nobody knows, but somebody does it.
I'm going to unpause just so things start happening, at least, so that we have things to react to.
Took decision. So I think these banners at the top are all of our notifications. We should go through all the banners at the top.
These up here?
Yeah, truce will expire, so click it.
Just
right click to dismiss.
Right click to dismiss this?
Yeah.
Okay.
National decision available. Click it. So all these national decisions. Let's figure out what the De Heretico Cumboriendo Act is.
Which one?
The top one. Wait.
Oh, we can.
Did you just?
I didn't click it. I was auto-saving.
And just hover over the actual. Make an illegal offense punishable by. I want to know what the illegal offense is, Kyle.
I'm sorry.
By burning at the stake, either to own or produce a translation of the whole. Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Oh no, that's very Catholic. No.
Set to notify the player when it is available to be taken. So these are things we can set as goals. All of these to then.
These are like past laws we can pass. The aristocracy, corporate political dominance,
oligarchic administration.
Ooh, interesting. Do you want to kick out the nobles? That's a good way to start off a country. We are a republic, actually, so we probably should.
How do we do this?
If we press the check mark.
Click. Nope.
Or press Wait. Hover over the button again.
Stability at least 1, which it is not. I think we have to meet the requirements for.
Gotcha. So maybe that's the difference between the blue and the green.
We need to be at peace, which we aren't.
But can you hover over the button for a second?
Which one?
The yellow circle.
Yellow circle.
This decision is set to notify the player when it is available to be taken. Okay.
So we'll get a notification, presumably.
Right, which we did for some of these.
So I think I understand how this works, at least.
Can you click the check mark next to the Heretico? What happens if you... Oh, no.
I think we may have said that as a thing we're going to try to do now.
All right, well, I suggest we invest in stakes.
Okay, and then we also have, you can convert provinces to Catholic.
Defender of the Faith.
So we can send missionaries to.
Yeah, we can just convert Cyprus, Crete, and Corfu.
No! Should we send one to Corfu? Should we do that?
Yes.
All right.
Are you sure we should send a missionary? It will take approximately 166 months.
Oh.
That's dedication.
You got a long job ahead of you, man.
They tell us of the triangle trade. Let's get rid of that right now. Let's just not. Can we just?
What? All right.
Oh, okay. Actually, hey, it's a happy story because the slaves died instead of becoming slaves.
Lots of people are allying with Austria. It looks like. I feel like this is what it would actually be like if you and me were just suddenly given control over a country or something. Right. We would just be getting paged and it's like, okay, people allied with Austria. That's interesting, and then we just throw it.
Like, Mr. President, what would you like to do? No, I wouldn't. I don't think.
Truce with Aragon.
Aragon. Yeah, it's a distinction of.
We can now declare war on them without additional penalties. I wasn't planning on doing that, but now they say we can, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, we have to have a reason, right? That's
right.
Country is at war.
All right, I guess we didn't do anything.
So take Verona.
France and Austria, we were at war with.
They want Verona. Can we just? Do we like Verona? Can we just give them Verona?
Our goal is to take Verona.
Okay.
Is that our goal?
No, we have Verona.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, Verona's an Italian city.
Do we have it, or do we want to take it because we don't have it?
Move the window. There's Verona. It looks like it's currently embattled.
Okay.
What's that on it? Verona, Venice, terrain, farmlands. Within your fort and your zone of control. Yeah, so we have Verona, but they want it. They are fighting us for Verona.
I see. Also, there is unrest in Corfu, Cyprus, and Crete, apparently.
That might be because we're telling them that they're going to hell. And then when they try and figure out whether or not if we're lying, we burn them at the stake. So there might be a little bit of dissatisfaction.
Okay. So how do we? Oh, we got another notification.
A loan offer from the. No. We're not taking loans from the Pope. This is a.
Oh, but why not?
Because then the Pope owns us. Actually, I don't mind. We want money, not souls.
Yeah, we want money.
The papal state
ducats until April. We had to pay
interest. Well, that's how loans work. But the Pope's willing to give.
Okay, why not?
I will be bought by the Pope. Okay. My Serene Doge. Oh, that's an address. I keep thinking that's like the name, like My Serene Doge, that person. But no, that's an address to you.
Yeah.
Oh, My Serene Doge. Istria has come under the occupation of France.
I think that's one of our things. I think we lost the place. I think we've done this wrong.
We have been warned not to go to war with any countries.
You actually dismissed her. I don't know what that means.
Herald from the Ottomans. I see. The Ottomans said, "Hey, don't you start nothing. You better not go to war." And we're like, "Get out of here! Get out of here! You don't control us, but we're not going to war."
You're so out of our depth with whatever's happening right here. Do we pick a really confusing one to start with, or are they all like this?
I think this is how history is. So here's what I think the progression is. So we going off of our twist structure and stuff.
Okay.
So it starts off with Dandolo trying to play the game and it not happening. And all of the other EU people are like, what is happening? What, he's an immortal god, and maybe he knows something we don't know. It's clearly not that. And everything starts like... And then, so...
This is definitely the way this has to go, because there's no way we're going to come up with enough information to, like, present an actual case for EU4 in this one.
So, I think
the
what
title
happens...
will be inaccurate. We're going to title it versus EU4, but...
I think what happens is, at the midpoint, he breaks down and he begs the civ leaders for help.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
Ally with me, not against each other, but against history, or what against paperwork.
That is great, actually. So yeah, we'll basically have them like trying to teach them their weird, just completely non-historical canon ways.
Right.
And I think they end up humoring them in some way, and then we end with them like stabbing the civ leader or something, right? Obviously.
Right. It's like the civ leaders like rally and they make a huge performance of it. Like,
right.
We're gonna get through this. We are going to, and then the EU leaders, they are actually all just crazy. Those weren't real people. And now that they're dead, we can have our inbred sons take the throne.
Right. I think the idea is, yeah, it's definitely that, like, Civ 6 gets more screen time, but EU4 wins. It's kind of what it's
right.
like.
Well, I mean, but Civ is fun. But, yeah, so here's what I think I think that's the skit idea.
Okay. I like that.
Which actually makes it a lot like, in English, please.
So France is winning.
Right, but,
They're just taking our provinces one by one. I don't know where they are. I can't see. These seem to be units.
Right. So we could. Are we making things?
This is a terrible idea. No.
Can we do a production?
Sure. Let's do a production. Buildings. Shipyard. Here's an empty building slot, and then we can pick the available buildings.
I built an army building.
We have no money.
We
can build a shipyard. That's the only thing that's available. It's already been built.
We only have 79 monies. I see. Okay, can we sell our advisors?
To France. Maybe it's just like as a peace offering.
I'm not sure. The resume is not great.
I think so. This needs to be the sketch. Actually, the way we're reacting. That's got to be like the primary.
Right.
Like
it's just
humor of the sketch.
But
it's just
filtered through Matlock, so you know.
The problem is that still means we need to know how the game works so that we can have them react to us.
I mean, kind of, like, what we need to know is what the game asks of us. We
Right.
don't need to know how to respond to it. So, like, we know what it's telling us we need to do, and we know what's happening when we don't deal with that. We don't know how to fix that, but that's okay, because in the end we get stabbed.
If nothing else, this is a little bit helpful because I'm getting a feel for what the layout, like the interface is.
Mm-hmm.
So I can now watch some videos that give, like, a breakdown on, like, here's how you play the game. And I'll actually play more later,
Reports.
also.
France occupied Verona. Okay, well, they did it. They did
All
it.
right.
Are we not paused?
No.
Let's pause and like look at stuff for a second. we lost the war, so we can react to things.
So Venice, the city, is still there.
Right, the capital's still there.
We have
but
boats.
actually, it's only Venice and whatever is behind Venice. What is behind Venice?
This stuff.
No, this province right here.
Oh, okay.
Treviso. Okay, we have Treviso.
It's currently being sieged, apparently.
Right. Verona and Friuli and Istria are all taken.
Okay, so that's a French dude.
Right. Okay.
We have Venetian. Can we? Send
Also,
him
we
here?
don't have a leader. We are without
Did the dude die?
Well, he shouldn't have yet.
Court. No, we still got Leonardo and Little Leonardo.
Okay, but then it's just the province. We didn't select governors.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think so. Show province. Demographics, cores and claims.
Governments. This is. Okay, look. I'm sending a dude to fight the France in
Right.
Treviso.
Is he a fighting guy or?
He's holding a stick.
Instead, that means he's a scout. Oh, he's.
All right, there's a fight. A fight is commencing.
There's more of them, which I think is unfair.
We have taken an action. Our bar is dropping faster than theirs.
Oh, they had 90.8k versus 16.7k.
What is this?
Originally Venetians, Dalmatians.
I don't implement the conscription, or it is against. I was giving us a decision, but I
Do
don't
we
know
want
what
to
the decision
enslave people as sailors or not?
is. Yes.
Okay, implement the conscription.
Okay.
Right. So we quickly dropped the whole Republic thing.
Like, my goal is money and not dying, and I'm not very good at either of those, so.
Right, well... Although, our guy seems to be, like, Can we make him stop? We're losing very badly. We should retreat.
No, I'm just gonna let him die.
That's all. You lost -10 war score. Okay. Well.
Okay.
See, look, he has a governor. He has a name. We just have a green sheet.
I'm not sure we really made a dent there. Hey, look, we have another one. Can we just keep sending them repeatedly?
Yeah. Do we just have like a?
Go. Die for your government.
Die for me. Not really. I'm not really a government. I think that's taking it too
Die
far.
for us. We don't know. I don't know anything about our government. I'm giving the order. Go there and oh no, it's already dropping. Basically
well, they
already.
have
He's
a horse. We lost more war score that time.
Yeah.
Now we just have a crown with a stick on it, or a stick with a crown on it. We're just cleverly pretending to be king while he's hiding behind back.
I've literally no idea what we're doing.
Well, we should pause.
Okay, let's exit the scenario. How about that? Exit to menu. Let's try this again. Let's see if there's an easier one. That's not the menu. Oh, quit. There we go. Okay.
I kind of wanted to read the history report on the side there.
Let's go for a round 2 here.
Okay.
Okay, so talking about our story so far, we've got Act 1, Civ 6 leaders are in a room doing something Civ 6 related that I haven't actually even figured out yet either.
Mm-hmm.
Act 2 is... we're filming this on Saturday. Act 2 is... the Dandolo comes in with the EU guys, leads them in. They decide they need to like sit down and sort of
right. He comes in leading them, right? Because he's won. They've all fallen under his sway. Apparently, he didn't realize that, but that's how he just woke up like that and happened, right?
And they start trying to kind of do their own thing
on him, right?
And so they're both. I think they're both trying to host their own meetings basically at the same table, but they keep like kind of interrupting each other. Venice is trying to show off, but doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
The other people think he must be special because he has the numbers to back it up. But
and he's lived this long, like he just keeps not dying.
None of this has any actual grounding in like what's funny about the game mechanics yet. I think, which is the kind of important part to making.
Well, I kind of think some parts of like the deal with the EU4 so far is that it's like running a government,
right?
But without any of the help. Is overwhelming levels of tapestry bureaucracy. It's making a ton of decisions that we know nothing about and haven't bothered to look up yet.
What I can do is I can also publish this like tomorrow or today even and have people comment on it and kind of give us some clues on how to fill in the gaps here.
Losing a war in a few provinces is no reason to quit. You can take those back later in your enemy's moment of weakness. That sounds like what you say in the shower afterward, right? Like, yeah, I can take it back. It's fine. I can win that argument later.
So then I think like third act is you think Venice starts asking them for help, like turns to the civ leaders like I don't know what I'm doing kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think
kind of gets put in his place a little bit.
Well, no, I mean functionally yes, but I don't think he obviously he shouldn't personality wise. Like,
no, yeah,
but functionally, yeah, and then I think they make it hard for him, right?
Right, and so we have like the 4 is a civ trying to kind of preach to the EU4 people about how it should be done.
Oh, here's what we should do. Act 3 is so we've had a lot like little snippets of intense game mechanic questions being fired off at Enrico this whole time, right?
Right.
And so I think like when he finally turns and asks the civ people for help, they also start making political demands, but it's in civ mechanics, so it's like instead of you must elect a governor and then the ambassador like
more crabs.
Like 15 gold for 30 turns.
Yeah, I like that.
With all the weight of what they were saying, but like...
Right.
And I want a We Love the Me Day.
We Love the Me Day. I like this actually because it lets us set up more. It makes it more of a Civ video than an EU video, which I think is correct because it's part of the Civ series. That's what we do. We're kind of bringing in EU as sort of a nod to it without trying to do a full video on it yet. Yeah. And so yeah, it lets us kind of like lets us have like preach Civ mechanics to the EU people. Right. And then basically the punchline is having them shut down is what it is, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work because
we have the whole video is build up of like Civ trying to show EU the way, and then EU is just like one blow just somehow shuts them down in some way. I don't know if there'll actually be physical violence involved, or we had talked about doing some sort of like Game of Thrones-esque thing at some point. But
right, I think it could be as simple as like just a mismatch of how the mechanics work. For instance, like yeah, while you were speeching, we already won. What? You
Right.
didn't declare a reason for war, so we won.
Right, something like that. Yeah,
Just like something very simple that is required in EU that makes it work that Civ doesn't.
See, how are we doing that? We've actually only gone about halfway through our time so far.
I really felt like it was only 10 minutes.
I felt like we've been doing this for an hour. Let's see.
Well, I've just been kind of shouting things at the screen. You actually have to like click things.
That's true.
It's very difficult.
Let's try something different.
Okay, let's do Rise of the Ottomans. That sounds like we start winning.
Where are we now? Like, we just started. Where are we on Rise of the Ottomans?
The world 1444 AD. I think that's our scenario.
Click on the map to select a nation. Can we just like?
Okay, so we can just
Like, these are historical starts. What if we don't do that? Is that what it is? Can
right.
we just start a regular one? How about you want to do as the Ottomans if we can? If that's available.
Yeah, Ottomans, Sultanate, independent nation, Sultan Mehmed Two Faith. That sounds like a rapper.
Alright, so we'll try a new one as the Ottomans. Maybe that was the mistake, is throwing ourselves
I noticed
into the
that
middle
it just
of something.
said that achievements cannot be recorded in this mode.
In this one?
Yeah, I think this may be like Zen mode.
It's not. So there's Iron Man mode.
Right.
There's normal and there's pansy, I think, are the two difficulty settings on this one.
Ottomans are regional power impressive securing over Anatolia and Balkan.
Blah, blah, blah.
But see, the problem is we actually need to know this stuff. We need to actually read our intelligence reports.
No, we're just gonna try. We're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna figure it out.
So we declare war then.
Right, that's what we do.
Too few rivals. Ha!
So, we need at least 3 rivals to have a penalty to your power projections and score.
So,
Okay.
I see. We can't say that we're good at beating people if there's nobody to beat, right?
All right.
So we have to declare a rival, right? We have to denounce somebody. This is great.
Okay, cool. So we're starting out by that's good. Yeah.
Let's denounce the Mamluks.
Rivals and denouncing comparison should be something in there. So let's denounce Venice.
Wait, no,
obviously.
oh yeah, right, okay. And then also the Papal State. Can we denounce the Pope?
Can we denounce the Papal State? Is that an option?
The bottom one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Rival is the Papal State, and then.
Which one has the most crabs?
Hungary.
Yes. Right.
All right. So those are our rivals. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We have a free advisor slot.
No legal heir.
It still costs money. I maybe we should wait on advisors. I don't really get how that's supposed to work yet. I don't want to use up all our money.
Yeah.
There's
truce will expire.
okay, so we have a starting truce with everyone.
Yeah, but a differing. So, I see. Karaman was early on. He was our first ally. We should repay them by assuming their government is our own, into our own. We should beat them. You can build province improvements. Okay. Oh, can we? So taxation is pretty important. We should do that.
So a castle.
Oh yeah, we should start there. Okay, build a wall first, and then we can work on taxes later.
Which province is this? I don't actually know which one is selected. I don't know the meaning. Like, I don't know any of these names or anything. I'm gonna click the castle button. Oh, we gotta pick where we put it. Crap. Which one's the capital? Did we decide which one's the capital? Is that what this is?
No, maybe let's pick the one with the biggest numbers.
Okay.
So 3 and 200 seems. Oh, there's a 4 and 200 in Biga.
Biga. All right.
Biga should definitely be our.
Building a castle in Biga.
I'm not sure why that candy striped our entire empire, but
that's the construction.
Oh no. Are these just role playing names on the side? Like castle? Is that who are those people?
I have no idea.
Okay, click one.
These are
click Silistry.
No.
Okay, all right. Okay, so this is our city. So national decision. Let's go through some national decisions.
Sure.
All right.
Prove our prestige. Prove relationship in the city of the world's desire. What is that?
For the warriors of the faith to bring the Romans into the house of submission, we must do what no other Ghazi has done and conquer the city in the name of the prophet. Sure, let's do that.
Okay. Which city?
Rome.
Okay.
Yep. We're doing that. All right. Now expand the Devshirmi system. Let's do that.
Why? What is that? By enrolling young men from newly conquered lands into service, we've increased the efficiency of our recruitment process considerably.
It's basically taking POWs and turning them into indentured slaves.
Cool. We lose 100 military power, or we have to lose 100 military power to do it.
And a national manpower modifier is plus 10. I see. The event, the Janissaries, happens. Oh.
I'm still not entirely sure how the missions and decisions things work, so maybe we'll wait on that one.
I kind of feel like I feel like the decisions are how we affect. Like, this gives us a goal, right?
Yeah.
And if the objective, we want to own Constantinople.
Okay.
And if we do, we get defeated by the Byzantine Empire.
Sweet.
And yearly legitimacy +1, right? So I think we make decisions in an effort to do that.
Okay.
So,
we also have convert provinces to Sunni.
oh wait, we should definitely found the India Trade Company. That was a national decision. That's a good thing to do.
We can't click on it yet, though. I think we have to have certain. We have to meet certain requirements first before we're able to click on.
What happens if you click the question mark? Does it actually help you?
Oh,
okay. So that's our
requirements.
Cool. Okay.
So to do that, we have to embrace global trade and own a port province in India, China, Japan, or the East Indies.
Well, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can adopt the title of Khalifa.
All this other stuff.
Which does... What does that do?
Ruler has military skill of at least 3.
And haven't Regency Council.
So...
Get Khalifa yearly prestige +1/2. So you call me fancy thing.
So do we get this immediately when we click this, or does it turn
does
into a mission?
Well, let's.
These are national decisions. These are missions. These
right.
are national.
I think
decisions.
we use decisions to achieve missions.
Okay.
These are policies that we're using to affect our platform, right?
So if we do.
So
this,
what's our prestige? Check our prestige.
+8.
Okay. So currently at 8.91. So let's do something else that affects
these
prestige.
These are decisions. So
yes.
we don't. If we do this, we lose 100 military power.
So let's not do
we
that.
Don't want to do that, right?
And okay. So denouncement of sect practices.
Establish a Sheikh
Institute
Islam office as we get that until the death of our current guy.
Missionary strength +1. Move 10 towards legalism. That's... I don't know if that's good or...
that has the word denouncement in it.
Yeah, this is can you mouse over the title again real fast?
Giving the... condemn any form of sect practice and declare all practitioners heretics.
Oh boy, we are...
It gives us -1 national unrest and moves us 10 toward legalism also.
Right, we are essentially causing the Middle Eastern crisis. Yeah.
So everything moves us toward legalism. Do we want legalism?
I think we want to be disciplined, right? We're military.
Yeah.
Legalism, I don't know what that means in this game. I think as opposed to probably like libertarian.
This one gives us more tax.
Okay, let's do it.
Why not? All right. Converting people to Sunni. I don't know how that benefits us in particular.
Tax modifier plus... Okay, so that's what legalism does. Okay, current piety is at 5. So let's take Vidin. Let's
send a missionary there.
333 months. Blue base value +2, development -7, orthodox -1, total missionary strength. Okay.
Cool.
Provincial unrest. Rebels and possible rebels. Ottoman particularists. They want autonomy because they don't like legalism. It says handle them, so I think you should do that. Click the handle them button.
We can either accept demands.
Boost ability or harsh treatment is an option. It's not because we don't have... We need soldiers, otherwise we can't Ottoman.
Right, that makes sense.
Otherwise we're actually just Joey in a towel shouting at people.
We can recruit soldiers with this. I did get this in the tutorial at least.
Okay.
So we can get cavalry or infantry.
Cavalry.
Cavalry
let's become a horde.
5, which is not bad.
Okay.
Let's see, I think we... 1 unit in queue, so I think we can recruit like a couple. And then... I guess that just works for a bit until they appear in this.
Well, time is still... Is it paused right currently?
It is still paused, yeah.
Okay, so for 86 days we will train in cavalry.
We have claims on provinces we do not own.
Oh, well,
we have claims on the province
Constantinople.
Constantinople.
Let's take that. Click it, take it. Let's do it right now.
Where is Constantinople?
Is
it showing us?
I think it's under a menu.
Oh, that's it right there.
Yeah, click it.
Okay.
Constantinople, demographics, diplomacy. Click the diplomacy button, and then
Declare war.
Must wait until. Oh, we have to wait 1 month. Okay.
Oh, because we're all.
But we can do covert actions right now. Let's do a covert action.
Build a spy
fabricate
network.
claim.
Fabricate claim.
Oh, well, let's build a spy network first.
At least, okay. Build spy network. Send a diplomat to build up your network of spies and informants in Byzantium and their subjects.
Actually, cancel real fast. Go to economic actions instead. Issue embargo.
Issue an embargo and reduce the power of their traders in nodes where they have power.
Can we issue an embargo on crabs?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
And then we can't do build spy network now though.
Because we have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, we need a diplomat.
We need more diplomats. We need people. We should be making people probably. There's a light bulb up there. Ideas.
National ideas.
Click unlocked at national ideas. Click it.
I definitely should have done more than one tutorial. Trade ideas, espionage ideas. Okay, so they'll give you like different.
We have none of these. So this is like it looks like social or the
social policies.
The social policies, yeah,
a little bit. Let's hit play and see what happens. See if some of this stuff gets built. Okay, so we issued a trade embargo.
So demolition embargo.
Oh, but Byzantium refuses our merchants access to their provinces. I thought we were doing that to them.
Right, they're doing it back to us, which is okay if we're the bigger economic power, but if we aren't, then we just sort of voluntarily exited, succeeding.
Okay, so we're kind of drawn to a close here actually on our timing. So, let's. Is that a knock?
I won't mess anything up, I promise. Alright, I'm clicking alliance actions. No, not alliance. Influence actions. Enforce peace. No. Relations. Dynastic actions. Can I adopt a son? Royal marriage. We can't. We need him. I was trying to marry us to Venice.
Alright, so quick. The video. What do we have on the video so far?
Alright, so video starts with Civ people muttering about something that they've done a million times, but now it's a little bit different because it's Civ 6. Whoa. Right. And then that happens for a bit, and then Enrico Donella walks in the door, and they're like, what? We heard about you, but you're... Oh my god, who's that? Right? Because he's got an entourage of EU4 people behind him.
Right, yeah.
So at first, we do kind of a double take. They've heard the stories. And then,
So Act 2, he's showing off. He's trying to host his own thing next to them. He's like, "Hey guys, we also booked the space. Hope you don't mind."
So clearly, what happened is he booked the room, and that's why it screwed up.
He booked the room.
Yeah, because he was powerful and king.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
He's in charge, and so he can't even book a conference room, right?
So we have him trying to pretend to know how to play EU4, basically.
Right.
But as the proxy, so he's actually the proxy for us in this. Mm-hmm. The EU4 people try to play along with their knowledge, thinking he must know what he's talking about somehow.
Ask him questions, let him make decisions, and his decisions are
terrifying. It doesn't last long until they start getting suspicious of him. So then he has to turn to us and be like, "Hey guys, can you help me out here?" We then explain, we then have Civ sort of trying to teach the EU4 people, I think.
Right. So this is Civ mansplains for a bit.
Right, yeah, basically. And I think EU4 is probably actually pretty stone-faced most of this video.
Yeah, they're just like,
which is...
I think it's a lot it's like a group of businessmen find that there are toddlers in their conference room.
Right, yes.
And they're like, "Oh man, you making something there with a plastic screwdriver?" Yeah, those business reports look great.
And so they kind of... Civ 6 pretends that they're winning for a little while, and then at the end we have them just kind of... I think... Probably, I don't know if direct violence is necessary. I think probably just some way of just showing them up real hard is probably the best way to go.
Right.
And I think, so structurally, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fill it yet.
Right,
so,
we need to actually...
I think to conclude this first episode of probably the hardest game to do this for, we're going to post this. If you guys listening to this in the comments would like to go give suggestions on things that we can insert into this structure, we will definitely take those in consideration, and we'll talk to you in the comments if you want to give suggestions on things that you've experienced in EU4, if you have any better experience on how this works. Just let us know. Okay, 1 second. Double booked this room too. Let us know. Talk to us in the Discord if you're on there, and hopefully we'll get this worked out before Saturday.
I think we should have put it in the end. They try and kill the Civ people, but they have a 99% chance that it misses.
Alright, thank you for joining in. We'll try to do more of these in the future with simpler games that we can actually sort of work out in a quicker period of time.
Or maybe this is more fun. Who knows?
Maybe, or at the very least, maybe next time we'll learn how to play the game first, and then we'll work it out while we're playing the game.
We can actually just play video games at some point.
Also that, yeah. We're
going to actually do that.
So actually just record
this doesn't count.
So, thanks for joining.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you, yeah, see you later.
Bye.